Throughout history, millions of soldiers have fought in wars, but only a few have survived the brutal dangers of battle again and again. One man became famous for doing something almost unbelievable. He fought in 7 different wars during his lifetime and survived them all. While many soldiers lost their lives on the battlefield, this man somehow managed to escape death every time. From dangerous combat zones to intense firefights, he faced situations that could have easily ended his life. Yet somehow, he survived them all. His story became one of the most incredible survival stories in military history. The soldier at the center of this incredible story was Adrian Carton de Wiart. He was born in Belgium in 1880, but later served as a soldier in the British Army. From a young age, he showed a strong desire for adventure and military life. Instead of living a peaceful life, he chose a path that would lead him through some of the most dangerous conflicts of the 20th century. Over the years, he fought in several major wars and campaigns. Each time he entered battle, he faced the same deadly dangers that thousands of soldiers experienced. During his long military career, Adrian Carton de Wiart experienced injuries that would have ended the career of most soldiers. He was wounded several times during combat. In one battle, he lost an eye. In another, his hand was so badly injured that it had to be amputated. Despite these serious injuries, he refused to leave the battlefield. Instead, he continued serving and fighting in wars across different regions. His incredible toughness and determination earned him a reputation as one of the most resilient soldiers of his time. Till when World War I began in 1914, Adrian Carton de Wiart quickly joined the fight. The war in Europe became one of the most brutal conflicts the world had ever seen. Soldiers fought in muddy trenches, surrounded by artillery fire and constant danger. During these battles, Carton de Wiart showed incredible bravery on the battlefield. However, the dangers of war soon caught up with him. During one intense battle, he was shot in the face and lost his left eye. For many soldiers, such an injury would have ended their military career. But for Carton de Wiart, it was only the beginning of his legendary survival story. But even after losing his eye, Carton de Wiart refused to leave the army. Instead, he returned to the battlefield and continued fighting. During another battle, his hand was severely injured by an explosion. The injury was so serious that doctors decided his hand needed to be amputated. Despite losing his hand, he still continued serving in the military. His determination shocked many of his fellow soldiers. Most people believed that no soldier could continue fighting after suffering such serious injuries. But Carton de Wiart proved them wrong again and again. As the war continued, Carton de Wiart's bravery became well known among soldiers and commanders. Despite losing an eye and a hand, he continued leading troops into battle. His courage and determination earned him several military awards and decorations. Many soldiers began to see him as an almost unstoppable figure on the battlefield. Stories about his bravery spread across the army. Even in the most dangerous situations, he refused to back down. By the end of World War I, Adrian Carton de Wiart had already become a legendary figure among soldiers after surviving the horrors of World War I. Many soldiers chose to retire from military life, but Adrian Carton de Wiart was not like most soldiers. Even after suffering serious injuries, he continued serving in the military. When World War II began in 1939, he once again found himself involved in dangerous missions. By this time, He was already a highly experienced officer. However, the war would bring even more unexpected dangers into his life. During one mission, the aircraft he was traveling in crashed into the sea. Once again, Carton de Wiart managed to survive a situation that could have easily killed him. During World War II, Carton de Wiart faced another life-threatening situation. While traveling on a diplomatic mission, he was captured by enemy forces and taken prisoner. For many soldiers, this would have been the end of their story. But once again, his life took an unexpected turn. Despite being held as a prisoner of war, he survived captivity and continued serving his country. His ability to endure hardship and danger amazed everyone who knew his story. By this time, he had already survived more battles and dangerous situations than most soldiers could imagine. Over the course of his life, Adrian Carton de Wiart fought in 7 different wars and military campaigns. During these conflicts, he survived countless battles, injuries, and dangerous missions. He lost an eye, lost a hand, survived plane crashes, and endured the hardships of war. Yet somehow, he managed to survive every one of these deadly experiences. His incredible story made him one of the most remarkable soldiers in modern military history. Many historians consider him one of the toughest and most resilient soldiers who ever lived. Adrian Carton de Wiart eventually retired from military life after decades of service. He later wrote about his experiences in war and famously described his life in a surprising way. Despite everything he had endured, he once said that he had enjoyed the war. His story remains one of the most incredible survival stories in military history. The man who survived 7 wars proved that courage, determination, and resilience can carry a person through even the most dangerous moments in history.